Ethiopia is endowed with many man-made and natural treasures that grab the attention of visitors from all over the world. The country has 9 World Heritage Sites inscribed under UNESCO that make the nation one of the top destinations in Africa. Lalibela, Ertaale, Samay Mountains National Park, Gondar Castle and Konso Cultural Landscape are among the attractions. Ethiopia is also home to Lucy, the 3.2 million years old skeleton of an early human ancestor. The East African state is also a country with various indigenous cultures that maintained their originality for ages. Despite the rich natural, historical and cultural resources and the 9 UNESCO registered World Heritage Sites, the highest number in Africa, Ethiopia's tourism industry still remains undeveloped. In 2012, 52.3 billion tourists visited Africa, out of which only close to 600,000 reached Ethiopia. That same year, the continent earned $34 billion from the industry, out of which Ethiopia's share was a mere 1.1 billion. By comparison, Ethiopia's tourism industry is earning less than other competing nations. Since recently, however, Ethiopia has recognized the importance of tourism as a key facilitator for the country's development and created important structures like the Tourism Transformation Council to boost earnings from the sector. In a show of the priority attached to the sector, the newly established Tourism Transformation Council is chaired by Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn. The council was established with the objective to raise the standard of the sector and to boost tourism's role to catalyze the development of the nation. The Council is also committed to make tourism one of the leading economic sectors of the country and Ethiopia a top destination in Africa.
The government's political commitment today is seen in the creation of the Tourism Transformation Council, chaired by none other than His Excellency the Prime Minister. The first Growth and Transformation Culture and Tourism Plan, implemented in the last 5 years, has been successfully concluded. Attention was given to the cultural tourism through development of various destination sites, performing noticeable heritage conservation practices, and launching of tourism code of conduct.
The government of Ethiopia, with a view to promoting the constitutional rights of the nations, nationalities and peoples of Ethiopia pertaining to culture and tourism, has put in place the necessary institutional and legal framework at all levels, from federal all the way to the lower administrative structures.
The latest recognition of Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn as a world leader of tourism and Ethiopia as a world-based destination and favorite cultural destination of 2015 comes as an acknowledgement to the various endeavors of Ethiopia to make tourism an important economic sector.
The government and people of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia are proud and delighted to have received this award, which demonstrates the great achievements of cultural and tourism development in Ethiopia. This award is in any way a further incentive for Ethiopia to offer more impressive cultural and tourist attractions and services to tourists from across the world.
Your Excellency Prime Minister, you have provided much needed guidance and attached prime attention and exerted your level best to transform the sector as per your promise. Your recognition of the key role of tourism in improving the national GDP and its diversified opportunities is simply first class.
The Council of European Trade and Tourism asserted that Ethiopia is selected as the world-best destination as a result of the excellent preservation of humanity landmarks such as Aksoum, Gondar Castle, Harar Jugol Wall and Lalibela Rokewan Church. Ethiopia is a place where tourists stay peacefully whenever they want. The Council acknowledged the ambition plan of the government of Ethiopia and its strategic plan identifying tourism as a tool for poverty eradication, local community development and economic independence.
Our decision is an impulse for people to discover and rediscover new lands and new culture, and must be a signal re-emphasizing the need to put history, patrimony, and cultural legacy at the fore of our decision. This is the rationale, this is the driving force underlined by our decision to hail Ethiopia as world best tourist destination for 2015.
The economic policies implemented by the government of Ethiopia have created conducive climate for sustainable growth in the tourism and hospitality industry. As the result, the number of international tourist flow is growing significantly during the last decade.
The Council has also designated Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn as honorary member of the European Tourism Academy under the Council for his vigorous efforts to promote the tourism sector in Ethiopia. It stated that the Premier is an exemplary leader that gives due attention to the natural, historical and cultural assets of his country, which is demonstrated by the establishment of Tourism Transformation Council and the development of infrastructure in the country.
Ethiopia provides a better tourism infrastructure for the visitor who wants to spend time exploring this remarkable and beautiful diversity. Ethiopia's tourism sector is poised to benefit from a major infrastructure development program underway in the country, including the construction, upgrading and expansion of airports, roads, railways, and communication networks, as well as energy and power generation and transmission, water supply and waste treatment in the context of our nature-friendly, climate-resilient green growth strategy.
This is Ethiopia today, a spiritual adventure, a discovery trip that must not be overlooked, and it's richly deserving the appellative of world best tourist destination.
The government of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia will continue to develop the culture and tourism sector to contribute to friendly relations among nations in the world and promote development and peace, and use tourism as diplomatic means for cooperation.
In a support for developing the international recognition of Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia for socially oriented tourism and development, and in a base for further success for the land not chosen by us but chosen by God Himself, Ethiopia.
It is believed that the tourism sector needs to put in more efforts to bring visitors in numbers from all over the world, as having cultural, natural and historical sites is nothing without